Hey you guys, this is the first in a series of videos I'm going to be doing on collecting junk foreign silver. So for those of you who are going through the cigar boxes at antique shops or picking up pounds of foreign coin and trying to find a few picks in there, hopefully this can be a good reference for you. I'll try to kick a video out once a week and hopefully do about an ounce of foreign silver that I've picked up. I can't always promise that, but well, let's get started. I've tried to do this video a couple of times and they all ran pretty long, so I'll try to power through as quickly as I can. Up here we've got some common coins from the Philippines. The unfortunate one that I'm missing from here is the 1 peso. All these coins were minted 1944 to 1945, so they all have a fineness of 0.75. They all have the similar layout with, let's just go ahead and grab the 50 centavos so I can kind of pick it out. Let's get the biggest coin of the bunch, so it'll give us the best definition. So we got denomination top, Philippines down below, the woman holding a hammer, an anvil in the foreground, and the active volcano Mount Mayon in the background. Flip that around. On the obverse, the reverse, we've got the United States of America, because if you know your history, the Philippines was seceded to the U.S. After the Spanish-American War, where it remained a U.S. territory and Commonwealth up till 1945. So this was the last year for the mintage of these coins, being in 1945 itself. Eagle atop a shield, and below that's a banner that says Commonwealth of the Philippines. And we'll also note that there's a mint mark of S, so that's San Francisco. This coin has 0.2411 ounces of Troy silver in it, so or Troy ounces of silver, I should say. So you know, pretty good amount. It falls between $1.25 and $0.50 in size. Sorry for the dogs squeaking in the background. They have been driving me bananas. So, you know, I definitely keep an eye out for these coins. Moving on to the smaller denominations. Got a 20 centavos. This is about a nickel size. Same obverse, except for denomination. Same reverse, except for date. Get down there. Date. I don't know how well we can get in on it. Always seems like I just get close enough and then it just goes. So hopefully you can see that D there for Denver. And then I'll grab these coins are both minted the same year at the same mint, so I'll just grab the better of the two. 10 centavos, same obverse, same reverse, and this one's smaller, slightly smaller than a dime. The 20 centavos was I don't know if I mentioned it, but about the same size as nickel. And at 1944, and again another D. So these are pretty common in my area. I've got quite a few in my collection. The ones to keep an eye out though for are the 1903 to 1906 coins. Those were the real early mintages. And those were in 0.90 fineness. So let's keep moving on. We're at 5 minutes already. I'm going to try to keep it under 15. So far I've been pretty unsuccessful at that. The two next coins are from a country I haven't dealt with before, which is Guatemala. Of course, a small Central American country just southeast of the southern tip of Mexico. These coins feature the same layout. They got the same fineness, which is 0.9030. We'll get a little bit into that just a bit. So a little bit better than U.S. coinage, and have a similar layout. They're just from two different series. The series on the right, the earlier of the two, is minted 1860 to 61. Below the bust there, you'll see some lettering, which is worn down pretty far. That's the engraver's initials, Frainer F for Juan Bautista Frainer. The bust is of Rafael Carrera, one of the early leaders of Guatemala and one of the key figures in the destabilization of the Central American Republic. Flip around on the back, the reverse here is the sun over the shield. The shield's got a active volcano in it, 4 flags with a banner, which I'm not quite sure is what it says. The L, 10D, 20G on the left denotes its fineness. So L being the lei, which is common to Latin American coinage, being law. By law, this coin has to contain this much silver. The 20D, 20G is the old Spanish system for determining coins. It's based upon grains of silver that go into making this coin. I'm not quite sure about the mathematics behind it. The denomination is dos reals, so about a quarter peso. Interesting note is that Guatemala kept the old Spanish real system active till and alive till 1912. When most of its neighbors had switched over to the decimal centavos. And date 1861 with a B. Yeah, I think it's B. Which I do believe is the mint, and I'm not quite sure about where the mint would be. So this coin's bigger than a quarter, but definitely thinner. And comes in at 0.18 ounces of 3 ounces of silver. The coin to its right, again, same layout, same fineness, and same denomination. Just on a smaller kind of squatter scale. Give you the reverse there. This is 1863. This series lasted 1862 to 1865. The dogs are going nuts in the background. Sorry about that. A little bit more clearer on the back. It's not so worn down. But this... good lord, the dogs are going crazy. The finest... not the finest, but the actual silver weight on this is going to be 0.1776 ounces of silver. So it's close to a quarter. I would definitely say maybe a little smaller and definitely a little thinner. But definitely some interesting finds. I don't get a lot of stuff from the 19th century. So hopefully I'll be finding some more of that here pretty soon. You know what, guys, I'm going to kick the dogs out for a second. I'll be right back. Alright, so we just covered Guatemala. We're going to keep moving on to Mexico. I've got 2 coins that are 100 years apart in terms of their age. The smaller of the 2 on the right here, and this is the oldest one that oldest silver coin that I've run across so far is this 1850 quarter real. This was minted in the city of Guanajuato. So we got the date there. The PF is the assayer's initials. These are pretty collectible, so if you run across them, I'd definitely snap them up. Mintages for these are usually unknown, but there's a lot of them out there, and a lot of different towns minted these coins. On the front here is the usual Pharyngean cap. The Libertad on it has been worn down, but the rays of light are in the background. And again, we got the 10D, 20G fineness. So again, this is in 0.9030 silver. Reverse is the usual Mexican reavers, which Republica Mexicana with the eagle, with the snake, top of cactus with the laurels. This coin is definitely, I'd say, slightly smaller than a dime, and has 0.0491 ounces of silver in it, and definitely a lot thinner than a dime. This has been worn down pretty good. So definitely an interesting find. I'm glad I was able to get this at melt. And next coin is part of a Gulden series that was issued by the Mexican government. This series was minted in .30 fineness silver, so definitely low, not the lowest that I've seen from Mexico. And hopefully we'll get into that in future videos. This is the 25 centavos is so the lowest of the coins is 25 centavos, 50 centavos, and 1 peso coins for that year. The 25 centavos was the longest lasting of the coins, lasting for 4 years. It replaced the 20 centavos bronze coin for that brief period before it was replaced again by the 20 centavos. Just kind of proved unpopular as the Mexican government's effort to kind of resurrect the 25 centavos coins from the late 19th century. So Alvarez here shows the Libertad cap, or the fringing cap with the Libertad banner on it. Raise a light in the background. Denomination scales lay on the scroll there for law, and the sword in the background for warfare. So MO Mint, Mexico City, 1950. So that was the first year of mintage. It's reeded. Pretty standard Mexican reverse, eagle, snake in the beak, top of cactus. I don't know if I'd call those laurels, but something similar at least. Estados Unidos Mexicanos. This coin was minted to the tunage of what was it, 77 million. So pretty common out there. Because of its low fineness, though, it's only going to bring in .0321 ounces of troy silver. So, I mean, it's not the lowest that I've seen, but definitely not the greatest. So, something to keep an eye out there. So let's just keep moving on, because I'm kind of running low on time. I got 2 coins from New Zealand. These are pretty collectible too, because New Zealand was a Commonwealth country that didn't have its coinage up till 1933. Prior to that, it was using bills and coins from Australia and Great Britain. So kind of a rare find for me. Both these coins are minted in .5 silver, so not the greatest. Definitely on par with coins you're going to find from Great Britain. On the left there is the George V sixpence. This is minted. Trying to get a mintage on this, because there are hold on a second, let me grab my notes real quick. There we go. So this was minted to the tune of 3.6 million, about the same size as if you ever dealt with sixpences before, they're probably close to a nickel in terms of size. Definitely a little bit smaller with some reading on the side. New Zealand on the back. The bird, and I'm probably gonna butcher this as a Hulawaya. It's an extinct form of bird that was last seen in 1906. It was hunted to extinction because of its popularity in terms of feathers, so it kind of became a symbol of for New Zealand. And that is not focusing very well. I'll try to move it out. There we go. Sixpence down below, 1934, so second year of mintage. So very interesting. I've gotten a couple pieces from New Zealand before, but you know, I always kind of keep an eye out for them because these generally have a better numismatic value. The crown on this one's in pretty good condition. I'm not going to grade any of the coins that I'm going to be doing in these videos just because it's, well, I'm not really that great at it, so don't want to flub up on camera, but that just kind of gives you a general sense of it. We'll do the threepence next. This features George VI on it, similar to the coins from Great Britain again. On the back of it, I'm just going to try to push through this as quick as possible. New Zealand 3D for threepence, 1939. Again, low mintage amount, like 3 million. So definitely more collectible than a threepence that you're going to get from Great Britain. And on the back is the two crossed ceremonial clubs of the Maori. These are a patu. So I didn't even go into the actual silver weight on these, but for the threepence it's going to be similar because it is 0.5, so it's going to be 0.0227 ounces of silver in there. And then back to the sixpence again, that's going to come in at 0.0455 ounces of silver. So not the highest content, but definitely not the lowest. So I'm going to be showing you here today. So just keep that in mind. Moving on to the two kind of oddballs, the kind of singular coins of the collection that I'm going to be showing you here today. I got a half franc from Switzerland. I try to keep an eye out for Swiss coins, be they silver or cupro nickel, just because Switzerland has a fairly stable economy, so their coins don't really change that much. Featured on the obverse here is Helvetia, which is the personification of Switzerland, with the shield with the cross and a lance in her hand. There's also the 20 stars, which are the 20 members of the confederation that makes up Switzerland. Reeded edge, denomination on the back with the date 1952, common date. Wreath around the side. The fineness that these coins are struck in is 0.835. So, you know, kind of getting up there in terms of silver. And they've got sorry about that, 0.0671 ounces of troy silver in them. So definitely something to keep an eye out on for. I'd probably say it's right around dime size, maybe a little bit bigger. And you know, like I said, it's real stable currency here. We're talking minted from 1875 to 1967, before they were replaced by a cupro nickel coin that features a similar layout. So then the last small coin that I want to show you is going to be from Sweden. It's a 25 ore coin. This one's from 1953, and the mint mark on that, I think it's TSG. It's not really showing up very well, but this coin is minted in 0.04 fineness and is smooth edge, as we can see. Crown on the reverse. This coin was minted in the reign of Gustav VI Adolf. Coins minted prior to 1941 were minted in 0.6 0.6 finest silver. After 1941, they got debased down to 0.4. This 25 ore piece was minted between 1952 and 1961. So, I mean, that's kind of more of a Billon coin, but I try to keep an eye out for them. If I can get them at below melt, that's great. But there we go. Just, it's kind of an oddball, something that I usually wouldn't try to keep an eye out for, but I just kind of got it, and so something to keep an eye out for you guys too. Not that I'm against Swedish coins, it's just kind of on the smaller side. And hold on a second, I was gonna try to do something. Hold on a second, I'll try to splice this in real quick. Alright, so I kind of wanted to I just want to thank you guys for bearing with me for a quick second and getting the final coin. Thanks for sticking around for so long. I know this is kind of long, but I had a lot of coins to go through this time around from a lot of different countries. Future videos will be less so. So I want to do a one big coin once a week, just to kind of give you guys another sense of what's out there. Usually these bigger coins get picked out pretty quick, so I ended up getting this one for melt, luckily. This is a 2.5 Gilder, or 2.5 Gulden coin, depending on your pronunciation, from Curacao. If you remember, 1940 was when the Netherlands was seized by Nazi Germany, and the royal family of the Netherlands, presented here by Queen Wilhelmina, fled to London. The Dutch territories were held by allied hands of the Netherlands, Curacao falling into U.S. hands to keep the refineries out of Nazi Germany's control. Curacao, being located just north of Venezuela, is one of the key islands for oil production for the Netherlands. On the back here we'll see Munt van Curacao, the denomination, crown, shield with a lion on it, and date. You'll also notice that if I can zoom in here, there's a D mint mark denoting Denver, because the Netherlands coinage for Curacao, as well as the rest of the Dutch Antilles, came from U.S. mints, and all kind of foreign mintage for Dutch holdings were featured this mint mark of a palm tree on it. This coin is minted in 0.72 finest silver. It's also which makes it, because of its size, it's bigger than a $half, and I wouldn't say quite dollar size, but comes in at 0.5787 ounces of troy silver. So, you know, another big coin to keep an eye out for. The mintage for this 1944 was the only mintage for the year for minting for Curacao. They only minted about 200,000 coins, and 60,000 of those were melted down. So definitely a rare coin. That will be it for this week. Thank you guys for viewing, and hope to hear back from, or hope to see you guys next week for some more coins. You guys have a good day.